Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump in the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here in our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. Lastly, if you are interested in joining any of our games, we have open slots available in this game. We have open slots available in the Tuesday evening game, and we have open slots available in the Saturday early game. So, if you're interested in any of them, be sure to reach out to me. Let me know. Be more than happy to have you join in on the action and fun. Without further ado, Ethel, what happened last session?
So last session we completed the investigation in the Shadowbound district. Is it Shadowbound? Discovering what was really going on, and what we uncover is like one of a cultist of a cult that was destroyed many years before was released from prison, and he decided to take revenge to everyone that participated in the dissolving of his cult, basically. One of which was Mara, that is a very rich merchant of the port, and she also had a bracelet that he used to bound himself to the monsters that everyone was seeing. That was a ghost for us. I think that was it. We fight and we killed him.
So, after you've killed the cultist, turned in your missions, you all realize it is very early in the morning. You have a little bit of a yawn to each of you now after the grueling battle and fight, but also much deeper pockets than you had previously. So,
So what are we doing with the bracelet? Are we selling it or giving it back?
Uh, I say we give it back. Never know when you need a favor from someone. Never know when they could be suddenly useful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If in future we have something to sell, he might give us a nice price for it.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, okay, let's give it back then. I've never tried that before. Huh. Alright.
Assuming she doesn't know about us blabbing a name all over the place.
Yeah.
all right.
All right, so that leaves us at 400 gold total. Divided by 5 is 80 gold per person.
Yep. So, you guys return the bracelet to her. She pays you, obviously. Wait, you guys are keeping the bracelet? Wait.
I do believe we're returning it.
We're giving
Yeah,
back.
Return.
Oh, yeah, you are returning it, and you also have a favor from that shopkeep in the future.
Yep.
Keep that in your back pockets, everybody. Upon returning it, she will also advertise. So, you all are a group of mercenaries?
Yeah.
Well, if you ever need more business, or if I need an identifier, I'd be happy to have a partnership in the future. Agreeing to continued discretion, of course.
Obviously.
So Ah, so you can be our fence. Great.
What? Fence? That is...
Patrons.
Huh?
What?
Patron.
Isn't that what you call it?
No, I would be your patron.
Patron.
Yes. Fence would allude to some illegal activities.
Well, I'd rather have a fence than a patron. I don't even know what a patron is.
Somebody who will from time to time sponsor you, pay you, and also allow you to pick up more work or get rid of items that you don't need.
Right.
Hang in there, car.
What?
I just saw what you wrote down in chat there. Like a Patreon.
Hey, that's what I do. That's
That's when we pay them.
which is a great advertisement. Remember, my Patreon's down in the description below.
All right.
Well, okay. So if we, what was the word again? If we acquire, no,
Patron.
no, I'm thinking about if we, no, it's the other word for stealing.
Acquire. Appropriate.
Appropriate. Yeah, if we appropriate stuff,
Oh, jeez.
then we can sell it to you, right?
Yes. Yes.
Great.
So long as there's not a trail of malice behind it. My ethics are reasonable for a businesswoman. However, I don't want a trail of mayhem or blood on anything that I purchase from you. Okay?
No witnesses.
That's not exactly what I'm saying.
Got it. And we'll clean the stuff before we get it.
The joys of being the only character with a rating I almost forgot about Hackar.
Yeah. A car's
And anything?
good? Neutral at best.
Honestly, yes, kind of.
No.
Come on, one of their god's domains is war. You know, like...
Exactly, like
I was kind of hoping that you guys would have a good influence on Theo, but it's turning out to be the other way.
Yeah, y'all are just slowly giving up more and more morals. Like, he's gonna do what he's gonna do.
All right, well, thanks for the business then.
Yes, of course. Goodbye. Oh, by the way, we do have a new shipment of gems in, as well as a few pearls, if you are interested in picking any of them up, since your pockets will be so flush now. Toodaloo.
Bye.
Alright.
Bombs of pearls. Huh, that's a difficult question.
Pearls
Yeah.
are fucking
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard some sailors say that they're selling these like pearl necklaces over at the brothel. I'm not sure if that's
Never been in there.
Not the kind you'd be interested in.
Hey, don't assume.
I don't know. Maybe we could go there and steal those.
I want to bonk you so badly right now.
Sorry, I just had to.
Callan, who's silently been here the whole time. Yeah, Theo, you should definitely go and do that. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Anyways, we're starting to develop a bit of a reputation. I think I need to go lie low for a bit. Yeah.
can have
We
back
should-
my gun while you go away.
What?
And I can have back my gun when you go lay low, right?
I mean, it's your gun if you're telling me to give it back to you.
Sorry, I have to.
Yeah. He will hand over the firearm and then leave.
Goodbye.
So now only one person can physically touch the artifact.
Oh boy.
How many days we have before the guy comes for us?
The guy who's looking for the artifact, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Lightly done.
Well, he said he would give you a fortnight, which is 2 weeks, and that was a week's worth of travel to get to the woods, a few days back. So we'll go with probably like 2 more days.
Okay.
The Lord.
So we get out of here tomorrow then? If we still don't want to give it up?
Fortnite, isn't that the day after tomorrow?
A fortnight is 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
I think that was Theo speaking in character.
Nah.
Yeah, sure.
Remember, Ilvorn doesn't
Let's
speak
go with that,
English natively. That's not the first option.
Fair enough.
In this
That
game, only
confused me as
3
well.
of us speak English as our first language. So yeah, a fortnight is 2 weeks.
All right.
Okay,
Which-
well, are we gonna do some more missions then? What do you guys want to do?
If we're going to pick up a mission, it's better if pick one that takes us away from town for a while.
Which I will say, since Callan is no longer in the party, if your opinions on what you guys want to be doing changes, feel free.
I don't know about this artifact business. Can't we just sell that too?
I don't know.
Ooh,
Is that
I
a
know,
good idea?
I know. We could like try and go and sell it to that wizard I'm trying to kill, and then when he comes to look at it, we stab him.
I don't think it will work.
Why?
Oh boy.
Wizards have lots of protection usually.
Oh. Well, we could do some kind of like practicing to kill wizard mission.
That sounds a good plan. Sensible.
You have a mission giver, you can just go request specific types of mission. I want to learn
There's
mage
a
killing.
mission board.
Huh.
Funny enough, we have a handout.
Harvest
Of-
Moon mission board.
Yeah.
Funny thing about that, by the way. God.
Thank you. I'm a very well prepared DM.
This is the next morning after we rested, right?
Sure. If you guys want to sleep, then feel free. Next morning. Do.
Double checking with all of them, because
Yeah.
pretty beaten up.
That wasn't good. Well, yeah, I feel much better now.
All right, so we get a long rest.
Yep. Long rest.
Nice.
Easily done.
During that time, I'll look over at Anupul and. So, what are you? I thought you just wanted to look at stars.
Well, no, I just look at a lot of stars. I'm just out. My people, as we get to a certain age adventure to go explore and learn new skills so that when it's time and we have children, we have new things to teach them. So I'm out just learning more of the world and exploring before I go back home to set up.
Okay. So you have kids?
No, we don't have kids until the very end of our lives.
Oh,
We tend to have kids, raise them for about a year, and then pass away after we've raised them to adulthood.
huh. I don't remember being raised.
I do. My parents taught me everything that I knew until I decided to leave.
Huh. So you stayed with them for 1 year?
Yeah, roughly about a year before they passed away.
Wouldn't it be better to like live longer together?
Well, if they were alive, yes, but typically giving birth is near the end of our lifetime.
Oh, but I would, yeah, like if you do it earlier, then you have more time, right?
Yes, but I'm not sure that that's possible.
Huh. So it's like you, like you lay one egg and then you die.
Well, there can be more than one egg
Oh,
in a nest, but normally they give birth only once. You're very inquisitive about my race's.
now I'm just
Reproduction.
curious about stuff. I've never met one like you before.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I haven't seen before, actually.
Well, me too. That's why I'm out looking.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm doing too.
I've spent a bunch of time on ships. I'm very good at sailing.
Ow! Ah, that's cool. We needed a sailor like last week, or not the week before.
Oh. I know a lot about herbs.
Oh, so like the poisonous types? Can you show that
Not
to me?
necessarily the poisonous type. I know the helping type.
Oh.
And I know a lot of cooking.
Yeah, well, that's all right. You cook well. By the way, did you cook those like those 2 extra HP?
Oh yeah, I would have made treats again for the day. I make treats every morning.
All right.
Cough, cough.
Today is going to be
Delicious.
smoked salmon bites because I think smoked. What was it? Haddock I bought last time.
Haddock.
Mhm.
I think mackerel maybe.
Mackerel.
Trying to remember what I bought.
Mackerel.
It was
Yeah, I think it
mackerel I
was-
bought last
Yeah,
week.
they had a lot
Yeah.
of mackerels today.
Yeah.
So it was the fish of the day.
Yes.
Well, are we gonna go look at that mission board thing? I don't know what it says.
Honestly, if you want to be out of town for a while, I'm thinking that Silverstrand pirate threat. Well, either that or the beacon straight. Guardian of the Beacon. It's the second one from the top.
You said the second one? Guardian of the Beacon.
Yep. Guardian of the Beacon.
Huh. Guarding the bacon.
Yeah, although I don't know. Do we have enough people that can sit still for a long time in one place?
Can move around.
Yeah, I can wait for a while.
Mm. Although, yeah, it says 6 gods to watch, but don't know if will they tell us what we will expect to. Although most likely it would be pretty dull and easy money, I guess. Totally not tempting fit.
Well, we can ask about it and ask why they need guards.
Uh-huh.
Maybe someone
And
did
there's
something stupid.
also true that. There's also a number of missions that takes us out of town if you guys want to move out for a while and let the commotion die down about us, I guess.
There's a there's a pearl hunt. Don't you keep talking about pearls, Ethel?
Yeah. It's just I cannot go in the ocean very well.
You can't
Not a
swim.
great swimmer. No. Not fast. No good. I'll just sink.
A person could go in the water just fine left.
No, that's Diamond Storm. No.
Hey, same as last time.
Yeah, let's just write 3
Yep.
votes. Kind
2 or 3.
Yep. In order of this is your favorite, this is your second, this is your third. Okay. Now I'm going to do
Alright.
3, 2, 1 point system. You know, you guys can message in the Discord during the week, right? To figure things out.
Mhm.
Would do something
Yeah.
like that.
I don't know. I am generically prepared for whatever you pick, but not overly prepared for any of them.
of.
We will use Discord these days.
Yeah, imagine using Discord.
What are we
Imagine,
now?
imagine trying to sew Discord in the party.
Tempest, Bleak Shore, Guardian.
Yeah, Tempest is the Tempest Isle exploration. I don't know if I went for investigation again.
Yep. Now, I will tell you guys again, out of character, some of these missions are clearly above your character's capabilities. It's just there's
The
options.
Ancient Guardian and the Feywild, I don't think it's something that we can really go for.
I mean, you guys could totally seal a Feywild portal, right?
Yeah, sure. We couldn't
All it takes
dispel
is
a
dispel
signboard.
magic. Wait.
Oh yeah, that one.
Alright, so Tempest, Bleak Shore. Okay. And Guardian. Okay. Next up, Guardian. Okay, so Tempest, 3. Guardian. Is 1, 4. 5, 6. 7. Alright. Bleak Shore. 1. Alright, so definitely not Bleak Shore. Mystical artifact is 2. Alright, definitely not that one. Merchant escort. That's 1. Alright, that's just 2, 3. Okay. Silver Strand Pirate threat. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Did we already do Tempest? Yep, we already did Tempest. Wait, Merchant Escort did not get 13. Where did I fuck that up?
A lot of votes for a maximum of 5.
It got 3. Well, I'm counting whatever one you put in first is 3, whatever one you put in
Okay.
second is 2, because like you're pushing for that one, right? So,
I get you.
all right, guys. Everything that I didn't put on here definitely did not have enough votes because not enough people put it on their list. So that means Guardian got the most. Tempest and Silver Strand Pirate Threat are second. Now, to be fair, we are going to do 3 options for each of you, and you can only pick 2. Your first one will get 2 points, your second one will get 1 point. Between Tempest, Guardians, and Silver Strand Pirate Threat. I like to have 2 rounds of voting. Makes it more fair. Make sure you put them in order, everybody. Guardian.
Pirates.
Vendor, that's order of 2 points, 1 point.
Yeah.
Oh, in my case, it's first and second. Sorry.
Oh, that works. Because you labeled it. It's so Tempest. You want to be 2 points or Guardian 2 points?
Yeah.
Tempest 2 points.
Tempest is 2 points. Yeah.
All right, 2, 3. Actually, I'm gonna wait for all of you to be done before I start mathing this out. Make my life fucking easier. All right, Silver Strand, 1 point. Yep. Okay. And that's why we do 2 votings. Tempest, 1, 2, 3. Guardian, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, guys? We may have came to the same conclusion. But at least now we know. Alrighty. Guardians of the Beacon it is. Let me get that shit up
Wait.
and going. Huh?
Nothing.
Okay. Come on. Load, you sumbitch. Perfect. Uh, Sorry, I have to get all this stuff together for the right one that you guys chose. There we go. So, Mariner's Quarters. It is within the waterfront nearest to the Harborfront District. Over at the far end, however. Boop. This area right there. If somebody wants to put a marker over there to label it, feel free. This section has hums of energy of maritime activities. Weathered wooden docks stretch out into the Azure Sea, providing moorings for a diverse array of vessels. From sleek fishing boats to formidable merchant galleons, the salty sea breeze carries with it a distinct aroma of saltwater fish and the exotic spices traded at the southern stalls, all coming in from these piers. Colorful flags and pennants flutter in the wind, creating a vibrant backdrop against the azure horizon. The district is alive with the rhythmic sounds of sailors preparing ships, merchants haggling over goods, and the distinct creaking of rigging. Mariner's Quarters is not just a hub for maritime commerce, but also a place where tales of seafaring adventures are exchanged over tankards of ale in the waterfront taverns. Once you arrive here, you are hunting down... Ooh, what is his name? Wait. Oh, that description didn't have his name in there. I apologize for that. I should have had his name in there.
Odie McShipface.
Nope. Captain Harlow Deepstroke.
All right.
So, you were told to come down to the Mariner's Quarter, but you don't know who this captain is, and you all have to try to find them.
I'm gonna go up to one of the most likely passing by sailors someplace.
Yep.
Hey, mister.
Piss off.
Fuck off yourself, then. I'll look for another one.
You walk up to another sailor. I ain't got no free coin.
Do you know Captain Harlow? Deathstroke? No, Deepstroke.
Deepstroke?
Right.
Yeah, he works over at the Stormbright Shipworks.
Is that over there?
He points out this one dock in particular that has a wooden barricade around the outside of it, and you can see this large ship that has people currently crafting and working upon it inside of that area as well. Over there's the ship works. It's where they
Ah,
work on ships.
right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Why would they need barricades?
Well, aren't they expecting an attack? Weren't we supposed to be guarding the thing? Isn't that the whole point?
Yeah, that would. But this Simon said you want protection, so maybe someone is going. Maybe someone is going to copy them. Maybe there's some special stuff on the ship.
So, as you approach over towards the front of this operation, you see standing outside are two very burly looking sailors guarding it who are standing in front of a metallic looking gate that separates you from entering inside of the docks. Looking on top of the gate, you can see that it does extend into the wooden construct that encases this entire area, open-aired as it is. And at the top of it has these circular, metallic-looking wires that have spikes across them that look very sharp and barbed.
Okay, what sort of trouble are they expecting?
Guess we'll find
I
out.
don't know. Maybe they stirred up some ship.
Can I help you?
We're looking
Hi.
for Captain Harlow.
What for?
Because he looked.
The posted job
Yeah.
about guarding and patrolling the newly constructing boat.
Do you have a letter of recommendation?
Casually looks
Where's
at the
Captain
smartest person in the
Frostbrook?
group.
I'm sorry, both of you talking at the same time. What were you saying, Lewin?
Yeah. Yeah, I was basically saying that I'm just looking at the smartest person in the group and like, wait a minute, do we?
Didn't we get something from the from Voss?
Yeah, he spoke.
And there was that investigation to the Shadowbound Menace.
So, do you show him the book?
Mm-hmm.
May as well see if that does anything for us.
Oh, okay. Well then, everybody, make sure your hands stay visibly seen while you're inside there. No going over towards the schematics or anything like that. He'll open up the gate, having to take out a ring of keys and finding one key out of like 40 of them to unlock it.
A lot of keys.
Yeah. Allowing you all to walk inside. It is a marvelous sight to behold, the process of them constructing one of these massive vessels here within the water and draining out a small section of the ocean so that it can be worked upon underneath and up top as needed and seen fit. You can see this large construction of wooden mass and metal being put together to build up the beacon's grace, and it is an incredible sight to behold. The, what are those things called? The mast? That's the front of the ship that has, like, a symbol on it?
No, that's the bow.
The bow. At the front of the bow, you see that it has a massive ram's head that has very large hooked horns that are facing backwards in their positioning. It is a marvelous thing to be looking at for all of you, and you are being escorted by the one guard over towards a little shed that has a man sitting inside. This man, clearly distinguished amongst all of the other shipwrights and workers out here, he has a prominent sea captain's hat perched on top of a tangle of graying hair and salt and pepper beard that frames a face marked by years of exposure to the elements. His eyes, keen and weathered, reveal a deep understanding of the sea and the vessels that navigate it. He looks down at each of you, and he stands up, and you see a well-worn sea captain's coat adorned with intricate nautical symbols, a testament to his experience and expertise, despite the gruff exterior expected of a seasoned mariner. Captain Deepstroke seems to have a fairness to him, and all of his crew are watching you wearily with loyalty in their eyes. Oh, pleasure. Gentlemen, lady, what can I do for you all?
Pleasure. We're here for the job posting while patrolling
Oh,
on
That's-
recommendations by Captain Voss.
Captain Voss, you say? He goes over and looks at the book that you have with his symbol on it, opens it to read the first couple of pages to see that it is his investigation book, and hands it back to you. I remember when Voss was just a shipwright working for me once upon a time ago. Sometime.
People do move up, I guess.
So, we have a little bit of a situation here. Typically speaking, creating a new ship is, well, that's expected of me and my company. However, this ship was a special request by somebody, and we've been doing everything we can to keep it safe. However, we've been experiencing some unexplained disturbances and inexplicable occurrences that seem to be plaguing the ship itself. Once in a while, there's some noise creaking from the top of it while people are working down below, and sometimes the hull of the ship begins cracking, and we have to repair it very quickly. And when we investigate what is happening on the outside, it would appear that there was a strike again, a sabotage setup of some sort. And we're trying to get the ship seaworthy within a week or so.
Is there like any one of your people seeing like silhouettes or like something invisible? Because there was something a little bit similar happening in another quarter, but it's involved in some ancient artifact kind of thing, which is the captain's purview. But that was the rough information we got about it.
Well, nothing supernatural or magical, if that's what you're proposing. We believe this is sabotage. Now, I've upgraded our security during the daylight hours with my crew, and we've been keeping the work functioning during active hours of work. However, my crew is a small circle of trusted individuals, nearly 20. 10 or so of them have to be working on the vessel. The other 10 are watching around it. What I require is a group of trustworthy individuals to watch the ship during the night times for the coming week. Make sure there aren't anybody coming in to disturb or sabotage it.
What's so special about the ship?
It's a new concept that we were asked to commission for a faraway military. They're testing to see if this works, and if it does, it may change seafaring, well, forever.
Is there any points to note about patrolling the area, like do these attacks favor certain size of the ship, like the starboard or the port of the ship?
Most of
Any
the
special things do we have to pay attention to?
most of the situations happened to the hull of the ship early on. While we were constructing it, we didn't set up the barricades early on, since you usually drain out the water as the ship is going down and getting bigger and bigger. It's a whole process for constructing these types of ships. Anybody proficient in woodworking here would have at least passing knowledge of, yeah, that's what you do. However, there were a few times where we had problems occur on the ship.
What kind of problems?
Certain grooves that we had were disturbed in ways that if the ship was brought out, it would immediately start taking on water. Clearly chipped away by a chisel. Another time, one of the sections that we were supposed to be replacing the wood with a particular metal, the metal that was placed there seemed to be only half of the proper material that it is meant to be, not all of it. Roll me a smith's check if you are proficient in smith's tools. Ethel.
I'm not.
An artificer not proficient in everything? What the heck? Okay.
Not yet. Right?
Got him.
With 2 levels.
Yeah.
Well, what? So, do you know who might be like enemies of the people who ordered the ship?
I do, yes. But that, I believe, is need-to-know information that I am not at liberty to discuss under contract.
Fair enough.
All you need to know is you have 100% legal righteousness to do whatever is necessary to protect this vessel on our property.
All right.
Obviously,
Oh.
I would prefer that blood not be spilt if needed, but if they're trying to sabotage this vessel and our hard work and months of our efforts, do what is necessary to defend it, please.
Well, it would kind of help to know what kind of people we're trying to defend against.
Well, we're not quite sure exactly what type of people. We just know who their enemies would be. And they're from a faraway land. Let's just say that.
Oh, far away?
Very. Continents.
Well, we like it or not, unless we see for ourselves when patrol start. If we start tonight, then we'll start having more ideas on what we have to face, I guess.
Good. Now, I am ready and happy to pay you all a 50 gold fee for the week. To sit
For
here...
each of us?
Yes, of course.
Oh, good.
To sit here under the guise of night, patrolling and watching over it. Now, if there happens to be any disturbances that actively come apart, and you manage to disrupt those disturbances, thwarting their plans, stopping them outright, capturing them, killing them, whatever it needs, there will be an additional 25 gold bonus to each of you.
Nice.
Would you like to haggle at all, or are you content with that pricing?
Where's the smart people?
Charismatic people. He doesn't speak. Well, he can speak. Theo will speak for
yes.
him. Yeah.
I can't just rolls with the punches. He doesn't care about mine.
Yeah, I mean, for our level, that's still a good payday.
He's such a good guy, guys. When the face doesn't want to haggle, I love it. So, we have an accordance.
All right, that's a deal, it seems.
Very good. This is the contract I've been scribing up for the past few days, and he pulls out and places it onto the table. Feel free to look it over, make sure it is to your liking. Each of you must put your mark or signature on it, of course.
Yeah, I'm
Does
gonna
it look
give
like
that a
an
good...
honest contract?
Investigate.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You could do so as well,
go.
Vitter. Go for it.
I'll look at it. Yeah, it looks like scribbles to me.
I Peter did better.
If one of you would like to read it out loud for him, that is permissible.
I guess I will have to read out loud.
But Ethel, since you are concentrating on reading out loud, you're not reading between the lines very
No.
much. Vitter, as you were reading through this contract, there's only one thing that stands out as potentially a concern of yours. The wording of this seems far too developed for the average captain of a ship on a shoreline like this. Very well-educated individual. He's using big fancy words that seem much more educated than most people would do, and that causes you to have a little bit of concern because you do not know some of these words. Your intelligence score is high, but not, high enough.
Alright. This is clearly not just the captain.
What do you mean?
Sorry to say this, sir, but this is a level of education I would not expect a shipwright or average shipwright at least to have. Do you hear me all right?
Yeah, that's if
Okay.
any of them are replying. He's just sitting there.
I thought he said that to the captain.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it was-
apologize. I thought you were asking them. I have done a grand many jobs and have a cousin with a lot of practice with contracts. I didn't intentionally put anything malice in there, just, the expectation that you would defend it with your life.
Alright. I'm going to incite the first part of his statement there.
Oh, you can incite the whole thing if you want.
Yeah, insight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want
Seems
to die
legit.
for a boat.
Kind of hard to read.
Yeah. I feel like defending with our life is a bit higher price. If we expect, risk our life properly,
Yeah.
it's,
Double or
it's
nothing.
more worth it than 50 gold.
Persuasion. Double or nothing.
It is.
My life's worth at least 100.
Can I roll intimidation? No.
The that's
Just put
probably
a
cost us
ghost for
job.
like, less than that. But
I like that Theo made it a bet, not a
I really love
negotiation.
that.
Double or nothing.
Persuasion. You were being helped, so 11. Fine. 50 for watching. That's going to remain the same. An additional 50 if there are any complications and you thwart them properly.
What's properly mean? And
Incarceration, killing, stop them from sabotaging.
right.
Alright.
10 more for each of these problems.
And if we kill someone, we get to keep their stuff.
What? Any records on their person will be handed over to us. Anything else, I do not care.
Yeah.
Right, sure, yeah.
They get the paperwork, Theo gets the gear.
Sounds good to me.
Very good. Well then, I will be seeing you all back here an hour before dusk, if you will. We have provisions already set up in a cafeteria, but we do expect you all to have a proper patrol. If you would like to monitor these grounds now, learn whatever you can, and seek out any of our guards for more assistance in the matter, you may do so. But we expect you here tonight, well rested and ready to go.
Huh.
We will be providing our own lanterns, nothing fancy, as well as oil for you to watch as well.
Alright.
Oh, that's good. This isn't a party with lots of people with dark vision.
Really? I would have thought all of you had... sorry, I'm a human. I just think everybody who's not a human has dark vision.
Hey, halflings don't have dark vision either.
Yeah, I know. We usually are the ones that get screwed over.
Yeah. Of course, I'm just a human child, so, like, yeah.
No, you're not. You're clearly a halfling.
Why?
Definitely human child.
Look at your hands. They're not pudgy at all.
That's
Children
because I
have
do a lot-
pudgy hands.
No, not if you're like an urchin who has to live a hard, rough life on the street.
With those boots,
Yeah,
I'm a well-traveled man, and he'll pat you on the head. Your lie works on the common person. He is not common.
Do you usually pat halflings on the head? It's kind of...
Only when they're acting like children. He'll give you a wink. But
I
anyway.
don't like this guy.
I don't like you, but I kind of like you after all.
We're going to go ahead and go on break, guys, so I can start setting up the map and everything else for what you guys are asking for. We'll be right back.
Does he have a list of what sabotages have been attempted so far?
That's going to be one of the things that I get for you guys when...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll be right
Alright.
back. We're back, everybody. So, oh, wrong one. We're back, everybody. So, where last we left off, you all were given the opportunity to look around the docks and see what it is that you can find that stands out. If you would like to do so.
Yep.
All right, well, this dock itself is separated by a large wall that has barbed wire at the top of it. As such, where would each of you like to look at? Keep in mind you're going to have to rest up so you're ready to pull an all-nighter working at the docks. There's the dock itself. There's the employees' lounge. There is the captain's quarters, which are closed off to all of you. He's in there. There's the top of the ship, and then there is the outside of the ship, and then there is the storage.
I'm gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Vendor.
How high off the ground is the top of the ship, the crow's nest, I believe it's called?
This ship does not currently have a crow's nest on it, but the top of the ship sits about 15 feet above the docks. Most of it goes down below where they've drained out a lot of the water.
Is it higher than the wall at the moment?
No, it is not.
Okay.
The wall is about 25 feet high. The ship itself is only, 15 feet.
I'm gonna start looking around for ways to get onto the ship that I would probably use myself if I were trying to sneak onto it.
Okay, so you are doing... Sorry, I have a series of checks made for everybody. So we're going to consider this the docks surveillance, going around seeing how you would find your way into an area like this. Okay?
Yep.
Perception check.
All right. 26.
26. Nice. Looking around the exterior of the ship, you do notice that the north end of the dock has this very large wooden crane-looking thingy. And because of how big it is, it's a location that somebody could easily sneak behind without being seen by one group and sneak around. And then you would have access to one of the portholes in the side of the ship, which is sealed up, but by pushing against it a few times, you feel like if you had a long, thin blade, like a short sword, you'd be able to push and finagle the lock to get it open.
Right. And if you were to sneak through that porthole, could you do it as a medium-sized creature?
Oh,
Human?
yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm also gonna spend some time I'll just go up to some store somewhere and just try to steal some rags or something.
Okay, sleight of
I'm
hand.
gonna make myself look like an urchin again.
You are aware this is a closed-off area, right? There is no paupers or anybody in
right,
here.
yeah. I thought it was like on the side of the waterfront.
It is,
So-
but they've walled it out completely, so once you're inside the walls, it's only the
Right.
employees that are in here.
Right, but that crane that you mentioned, is that on the outside of the area or
Inside.
on the
It's a
inside of it?
very big dock. Like,
Right. Okay.
this is
yep.
where they work on the galleons and work on the shipping ships, like everything. This is a huge area.
Right. Okay. So I thought, I kind of figured it was a crane that would lead over the. All right.
Yeah.
No, I'll just. I'll let everyone know about that place then, and maybe we should post someone to keep a look on the inside of that porthole.
That'd be a good entrance point, yes.
No, I'm not shouting it out.
Hey everyone!
Figuring we'll meet up at some point during this and just
All right.
after we've had a look around and just
Anybody
Okay.
else? Oh, Vinder, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm thinking somewhere atop the wall. I'm not easily. I'll probably run is how you'd have a good view of the area. If it could be somewhere where I'm not easily seen as well, that'd be even better. But overall, just call this a lookout point check.
Okay, so what we are going to roll for you is your stealth check. This is for your night watch positioning. Where's going to be your optimal space to be keeping a watch for anybody to stop them or discourage them? You're being stealthy, so it can go in either direction. Do you want to be a presence that it's like, damn, if they see me here, they're going to avoid it? Or do you want to be stealthily to catch them in the act?
Well, as much as I want to make use of that intimidation proficiency at some point, somehow I don't think that I just can be scared off by one bugbear. So let's go hidden area. And I'll use session advantage for this.
Sounds good. 21. Looking around the various different buildings around here, the captain's quarters is a round rooftop building, and it's positioned right next to the food hall that they have. Now, I say a food hall, it's more like a shed that has a large table that the 20 employees could crouch inside of, probably like 15-ish, 12 maybe, and eat all together. But because of the close proximity of those two buildings, there is a rooftop that you can kind of lay on where you're slightly underneath the lip of one of the other two buildings. It'll be a very good vantage point for you to look directly at the left side of the ship. Okay.
All right.
Anybody else?
I want to go
Yes.
on. Oh, go ahead, Ethel.
Yeah, I was going to go to the people, like the employee
Okay.
room,
Yeah.
and see, asking them if, what accidents specifically, and if they ever see anyone weird around
Okay.
when this accident happens. 'Cause we don't know that.
That is true. So for this one, since you're asking everybody, we're going to consider this your persuasion.
Best kill.
I know. Hey, every party needs a dump stat. It makes it so much more interesting. It's not even a dump stat, it's just an unused stat. Hey, 13's not bad. You learn from a few of them that the nature of some of these interactions would lead you to believe that there's some form of crafted traps that they are utilizing to make sure that they're not within proximity. And the fact that they're doing this without being in proximity means they're using time delay, something that you are particularly proficient in, since you wanted to create a delayed blast bomb. Oh no, that was a different character, right? Or was that you? The shrapnel grenade that's delayed blast?
No, mine is immediately, but
Okay.
before we did the bomb that is delayed, it's
Okay. So, you have a feeling you're probably going to be looking to disarm some traps laid around the area if they get placed. Anu?
I want to go under the water and see how deep. So they've got this big barricade that covers all of it, but how deep does the barricade go? And is there any defense to is it buried into the ground? Is it just floating?
Okay, so this is going to be a survival check.
Okay. That was a terrible roll, but
11. It's built into the sands of the beach. Or, sorry, the sands of this shallower water. Now, it is a dock, so the sands aren't super shallow, but it's shallower. However, the outstretched area in the forefront of it, roughly about 120 feet out, there are some gaps underneath the water at the bottom of it where the barricade was crafted. Somebody who could hold their breath for an extended period of time could easily swim without making a disturbance in the water down there and swim all the way back up.
Do any of those disturbances look like they've actually been artificially dug at as opposed to just natural sediment removal from the currents and the tide?
With your 11, it's hard to tell.
Okay.
You got the first threshold of information.
Okay.
And then a car.
I would like to mostly ask the employees, like, if usually employees have like places or like hideouts, they like taking smoke breaks or whatnot. Just want to ask them about it, and like if there's anywhere, if someone wants to like slip out, where would it most likely be? Their perspective, at least.
So the employees were already interrogated. So you would be
mostly because I want their perspective on these things instead of looking from the outside. Like this shipyard is like their working place, right? They've been here for like weeks, if I'm not mistaken. So I just want to see like their perspective on how, if someone from their group wants to like slip out or like come in silently, like if they're late for a shift, like how would they do it?
all right. I'll say roll me an insight check for that, because all of these employees are saying, no, none of us do that ever.
Inside 16.
Not bad. They all do seem to have a loyalty to their captain, obviously. But the fact that all of them are saying they never sneak out alludes to the fact that they don't have to sneak out to get their nap on. There's a place to hide inside. Now, further pressing leads to the crew kind of separating themselves from you and getting back to work quickly. So you know that there's a place for them to hide at. They just don't want to tell you.
Oh well, I was thinking about treating them drinks for a little bit of a charge, but oh well. But yeah, once we get there, I'll relate to them that there's a little hidey hole here somewhere, so if we patrol, might want to check it just in case.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe you'll find it while patrolling tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So you all conducted a preliminary investigation. You have ideas of what you are in for tonight, so you all go home to get some not needed shut-eye, but shut-eye regardless. And do you all wish to purchase anything before coming back? any equipment you think might be beneficial to you.
Right, if thinking about trying to take someone alive for questioning, we're gonna need some manacles. Or we'll probably need some manacles at least.
It's not a bad idea.
So you want to buy one set of manacles?
Yep.
All right. Let me look up. What is the price of manacles in D&D?
Wasn't it always a standardized 1G or something?
Oh, no. Definitely not. No fucking way. Manacles are 2 gold? That's so
Hell yeah.
cheap. That's so cheap. Awesome.
Compared to everyone else. Just buy them forever.
To be fair, I think it's very rare that a party ever says, we're taking prisoners.
True that.
Yeah, point.
And not everything has to be expensive just because we're low level, you know.
Yeah, I know. I just... 2 gold is kind of pricey, I guess. It's a DC 20 to escape them.
Manacles
Oh,
aren't
yeah.
exactly complex.
No.
They don't take a whole lot to forge,
True, it's just the hook, the latch
Yeah.
tightening.
especially the old style ones
Yeah.
that are just the bar over the
Correct,
horseshoe,
you're
basically.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Joey, was there like a store selling like medicine or whatever, and they sell like off the counter anesthetics and stuff?
I mean, there is an herbalism shop in town that has some basic stuff that you could be looking for.
I'm gonna try
Scurvy
and
is
search.
common.
Just mostly trying to search for stuff that either for anesthetics or just plain knock people out, so we can drag them to the authorities, kind of thing.
Oh, that would be a poisoner, and that's not a publicly found thing in town.
Sad.
Yeah.
Alright, so you sticking with 2 gold for manacles, or are you changing that?
Oh, hell no, that's good.
Okay,
If that's
in
the
that
price,
case-
that's the price. Yeah, it's... I'm surprised that it's that cheap, that's all.
Yeah, might as well
Oh.
get like 3 or 4.
Yeah. How much is it for a hunting trap? Trying to find the price for it, but I can't see it anymore.
Okay, might be down for 5 sets of manacles.
A hunting trap is 5 gold.
Okay. Yeah, I'll buy 2 hunting traps then.
There's definitely 2 you can buy. You're gonna need one of the big fellas to carry them, because they are heavy as shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, you're getting hunting traps or bear traps?
Well, aren't they technically the same, mechanically speaking?
Oh, they are. Sorry, I've been reading a lot of different books recently, and it's, yeah.
No.
I don't know.
One's meant for bear people. But yeah, they are the same
One's for
thing.
catching vidder.
Vidder?
Nah, one's for catching vidder.
So, blame it on the bugbear.
That's racist, bro.
So,
No.
I'm gonna go on the inside of the ship near that porthole and set up one of the hunting traps and just lay some kind of like a tarp over it. It looks like it's just been discarded there to cover up the trap.
Okay. I would like you to roll me a thieves' tool check, utilizing wisdom or intelligence for creating this trap.
I'll go for wisdom then. Oh, 24. That's not bad. I'm rolling really good today.
Yeah, get them
And
all
no
out
one
of the way
jinxed
now.
it. Yeah.
Okay. So then, anything else? Last call, Bueller.
I know I don't have time to make them now, but before we go back, can I try to buy 2 set of material for the grenade?
Oh yeah,
I don't think I can make it.
Yeah, you have a new shopkeep in town who will keep their eyes out for the material for you. See, sometimes it's good making allies.
Yeah. That other trap I want to set up someplace else that would be also a like, if there was another place that would be sort of a also a decent way of sneaking onto the shipyard. I'll set it up there, but I'll set the trap up so that it's rather obvious.
Okay, so you can spend tonight when you get there looking for that other location to set up that other trap if you would like, and that'll just be your first night's activity, like looking for any other places where you could set up these types of traps. Okay. Since you didn't discover one organically, just
yeah.
Unless you, I mean, I have a map, I just can't put you on the map yet.
Right.
Here, let me put you on the map now. I had to hide the other tokens.
What other tokens, Joey?
Go ahead and place yourself on the map.
Yep.
Where are we?
So yeah, this is the big crane thing that I was talking about. So the porthole's over here. So you could just draw an X for your trap if you would like.
Right, okay.
It's only for you.
I'm not sure if I'm actually on the map or not, because I still can't see anything.
You're not.
So the porthole would be like here, you said, or?
Yeah, right around there.
Okay.
Oh, I never set up your vision permanently. I apologize. Dark vision, Anupul?
I do not have dark. Well, actually, I'm going to cast dark vision on myself when we get there, so I will
60
have
feet?
dark vision. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, now I can see.
Update default token. Also, keep in mind, there is the torch. It's currently on the map, but you can just drag and drop one, and it gives you that illumination. It's over here. Holy fuck, that lag was bad. Roll 20, what are you doing to me? Wow.
So X marks the spot where the trap is.
Sounds good to me.
I'll hand out new treats for everybody for the day.
Nice.
Since we took a rest.
Yeah. And Vitter, yeah, that's the place that I was describing to you before.
Yeah, seemed like it.
All right. All right, let me close out a couple of things because my network seems to be lagging the fuck out right now. That should make it better. Okay, cool.
I'll put yeah, just right up where I'll put up the second trap there.
All right, I have to refresh roll 20. I have to close out roll 20. And yeah, edge altogether. Holy shit. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Edge apparently has a memory leak. Great. I'll keep that in mind. I'll probably just use a different program later. Alrighty.
Could you give me access to a Mastiff sheet as well?
Yeah, sure. Also giving it to Vitter in case you don't make a session or something. There you go.
Right. Thank you.
Yep. Alrighty. So, nighttime rolls around, everybody. You meet your way back over towards the docks. And Captain Deepstroke will smile at you all as you approach. Oh, good. You're still going to be here to work with us. It's wonderful. Is there anything else I can do for you before I leave and my crew leaves for the evening?
Did we ever get that list of where they've hit in the past?
No, you did not. Okay. So, bow of the ship. Twice. Under mast shaft. Once. Bow of the ship inside twice. And of course, if you need to investigate anything, feel free to do so. Yeah, I bow, bow, they're the same fucking thing in my brain. I have a public education from America. Don't judge me.
So I'm gonna set up my Mastiff over here, and yeah, just let him stay up there on the deck and order him to sort of like bark if he notices anyone but us.
Roll an animal handling check.
Right. Six.
The moment you start walking away, he barks at you.
All right. I'll just be downstairs, Dunder.
Oof.
All right. Good boy. Stay.
And then I'm gonna set myself up on the inside of the ship down, yeah, where the close to the trap, just hiding out there.
Alrighty.
And yeah, so the trap I set up here, that one's rather obvious.
So you're trying to make that one deliberately obvious. Roll me a Thieves' Tools check utilizing Charisma.
All right.
Yeah. Oh no, it's totally a trap.
23.
good enough. I mean,
I'm keeping rolling 90s. I'm happy with that.
so you successfully set up the trap. Good job. It is totally believable
So
that
I've, like,
somebody put it there.
arrows be like, it's a
Mhm.
trap.
Well, it's designed to be a well-placed trap that just so happens to be noticeably flawed. Just so happens to be.
Fluorescent lights.
Yeah,
I'll
there's a
let
label.
people
It's
know,
totally
but-
not a trap. Like
Totally.
Looks like a trap, feel like it's a trap, is not a trap.
you will make them believe that your powers are inferior.
Yeah.
All right, so I need a stealth check from. So you're taking priority of watching the inside of the ship, then, Theo, since you're going to be inside where that porthole is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're having you cover that ground. Stealth check to be in there to watch it.
Alright. 23.
All right. Perception check to keep watch.
22.
God damn. Save the good rolls for other people. All right, Vinder, from your position, stealth check as well. However, because you did the proper preparations today, you have advantage.
Woohoo. All right. Not that I really changed anything.
A decent roll, though.
Yeah. Now perception check for you to keep your watch. And this is you covering, well, everything that you can see from that vantage point.
All right.
Okay, 15 noted. Now, watching the outside, watching the inside, those two seem to be covered. Is there anything anybody else would like to do?
I want to watch under the water.
Oh, okay.
I don't have natural swim speed, but I can hold my breath for an hour at a time as
So-
a turtle.
You just come back up every hour.
Yeah, every hour I come up, take a deep breath, and then go back down.
Okay.
Yep.
God, 1 whole hour. So much better than lizard folk.
What does lizard folk have?
10 minutes plus.
15
minutes, and my lizard folk, my undying warlock lizard folk takes offense to that.
Nice.
Alrighty. So, roll me your stealth check.
Oh, that's so fabulous.
And do you have dark vision?
I do have dark vision up because I cast the spell.
Perfect. Roll me your perception check.
Oh, at least my perception's good. I'm obvious, but
It's kind of hard to get settled in the water when you have to come up every hour and then go back down. So 3 is actually pretty accurate.
yeah.
Now,
Yep.
anybody else? Ethel? Akar? And you don't have to be watching for people. You can do other things as well.
I will love to watch for the schematics more than for people, but maybe not the first night.
Make sure the
Second
coast is-
night.
Huh,
Yeah,
they didn't
exactly.
check on us at all.
Good to know.
Yeah. Oh. I'll look if they really trust us, or if there is anyone else around, maybe, and keep an eye for like the traps if they appears.
So you're keeping an eye out for traps? Investigation, then.
Investigation. Day 5.
Investigation. No breathing. Alrighty. So you're going to be doing that. And now a car.
Yeah, we've been together for a wee bit of time, so I should be familiar with like how most of them should, but how most of their body sense are, right? So I'm gonna focus my watch on like if there's unfamiliar smells around me instead.
Ooh, okay. Roll me your perception check at advantage. You're trying to smell something strange.
Hey, 17.
Thank you, advantage.
Hell yeah.
If there's anything that's sniff-worthy, you will find it.
You do notice that Dunder also has the facial creep applied.
Oh,
God.
that's so bad. Not animal testing.
Hey, I tested it on myself first.
I know what I said. Anyways,
Annoying.
alrighty. So, the night rolls through. You each take up your respective positions and begin to keep careful watch and study. A car. There's a multitude of different fragrance within a 2-block radius of this location, but you try pinpointing the ones that are familiar to you from earlier in the day and keep track of those and sniff for anything else to come out. Vitter, you have your snuck away hidey hole positioning. Anupul, you have the base of the ship completely covered with your gaze, being able to rotate around and look and kick off the sand, which causes a little disturbance, but allows you to get back up and keep bobbing back and forth, back and forth. Theo, you get to wait patiently or not so patiently, your call, at that porthole, ready for any unsuspecting fool who steps on a fucking bear trap.
I'm kind of picturing I'm hiding inside a crate right next to it, ready to stab whoever steps on it.
Just one hole cut out.
Yeah.
And then we have Ethel. Walking around the ship, looking at the various aspects and components of it that stand out to you. It is a remarkable vessel. Obviously, designed and capable of being a warfaring ship. In total, you think underneath the deck, they would be able to fit in 10 cannons on each side if they wanted. And they have this, like, old school, you ever see those really old bowling alley grooves for the balls to, like, roll up and down and stuff? It's kind of like that, but for cannonballs. For ease of loading it up. Not to retrieve them, of course, but to automatically get them in position so the one person is a little bit faster at getting them in there. The ingenuity of this is remarkable, and you don't recognize the specific signature of whoever commissioned for this to be designed. What languages do you speak, Ethel?
Do I speak?
Mm-hmm.
I speak Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Gnomish.
The
Yeah,
designs are slightly elvish in nature.
Okay.
people who value the long-term sturdiness of an object without the sacrifice of elegance. See, that's the key for elves. They want it to last a long time. For them, not really that long, but for everybody else's perspective, a long time. For them, they're like, oh, it made it 50 years. That's whatever. But to everyone else, like, yes, 50 years. Like,
Yeah, 50 years is like, oh no, it's already broken. I bought it yesterday.
cannonball retrieval system. Just put chains at the end of it. Problem solved. Pull it right back. What's the worst that could happen? But anyways, as you're looking at these cannon grooves that they have, you notice a strange discoloration to the wood right in the porthole where the cannon would be put to fire outside of. And you notice that on about 4 of these portholes.
Can I inspect it closer?
Looking at it, it appears like this wood is displaced. Like the rim of the porthole was pushed out for some purpose and then replaced back in.
And it doesn't seem then like on everything, just on these 4.
It doesn't match the same craftsmanship that they've been aiming for, and it's a different color wood as well.
Okay, because I'm already thinking of trap. Can I save? It's a mechanism of some sort.
Your investigation already
Investigation?
yielded the trap. It is
Okay,
a trap
it's a
that is
trap.
there. You'll have to try to figure out what the trap is to disarm it. So that'll be a thieves' tools check if you would like to disarm it.
Okay.
Utilizing intelligence to figure out how to do it without potentially blowing yourself and half the ship up.
Well, good in blowing myself up.
Yeah, apparently. That is your particular set of skills. You're the only artificer with 10 digits still. So, you go over to the port and you pull out a couple of different woodworking tools to start rummaging and pushing it and pulling out that wood. And when you do, you see that there is a stream, a tunnel from that rim itself that leads down. And when you put your finger and smell what it is, that is gunpowder. The trap is designed so that when the cannons fire, the sparks would be able to hit the weaker wood and then cause an internal burst of gunpowder that would go from that layer of the ship all the way down to the bow. Once you discover it, though, it's easy enough to wash it out. Since it is a tunnel, you just have to get some seawater and start pumping it with a bellow to start pushing all of that out and tell them that they're going to have to fix that up. And you do that at the 4 portholes. She's frozen. Screenshot. Somebody, get it.
She's just thinking very hard.
Yeah. Alrighty then. So how's everybody's week?
Fair enough.
Doing good.
Good.
Yep. It's been good.
Damn it. The person who actually successfully found the traps. It's alright. That just means I get to finish these character sheets of the things you're totally not going to have to fight at all. Don't worry about it.
Good that there's no combat coming.
Yeah, because nobody ever wants combat. Especially
why
not
we
a...
play D&D.
Yeah, especially not an assassin rogue or a sorcerer who doesn't talk, or a cleric
I
of
generally-
lightning.
I generally prefer the combat to be over before it even starts.
Yeah, that's what you've been doing. I've noticed. All right, let's get all these sheets open. Since I had to close them out anyways. Did she say anything in Discord? I closed out Discord because my network was getting a little fucked.
I haven't. She's talking now in the game.
In the game?
I lost internet for some seconds.
We'll give her a few minutes.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Good call.
For some reason, I'm seeing Anapul twice on the map.
That's just them fucking up, probably. Oh, I see them
Okay.
3 times.
Oh, okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So, as I was saying, since the gunpowder is filtered through these grooves within the ship, you pull out a bellow, you flood it with some water, and with the bellow's assistance, you get to push out all of the gunpowder so it's no longer in there. You're going to have to tell the woodworkers to fix it in the morning, but at least you discovered it, and you do that for all 4 portholes?
Yep.
Okay. So, that gunpowder obviously is unusable, because you have to flood it with water to get it out of there, but... With that discovery,
Very sad.
I need an insight check from you.
Yeah. If I pull back my contact sheet. Right.
Ow.
Sight. 18.
In order to pull something off like that, the individual would have had to have been actively within the limits of the ship as they were building up from the bottom level up to this area. And they would have to have at least rudimentary knowledge of craftsmanship as well. I mean, somebody who's passingly knowledgeable about it. Maybe not an expert.
So it's probably an inside job. They're not coming in.
Quite probable. But the evening goes by. There's nobody who interludes on the vessel. First thing in the morning, Captain... God, it was a dick joke.
Deep stroke.
Captain Deepstroke comes back in. Good morning. I suppose everything went by swimmingly. Is there a reason there's a trap over there?
Yeah.
Oh no, you spotted our trap.
I would ask that any of these traps that you set up, I'm appreciative for, that you clean up before you leave.
Yes, of course. It's only when the stuff is in the afternoon.
Oh, absolutely. It's marvelous. You might want to do a little better of a job hiding that one, though.
It's basically if you put it here, they would probably assume that we're incompetent enough. They'd try to be more overt about it.
Wonderful. Very smart. And he is the first person here. There's nobody else at the docks before him. First one in, last one out type deal. So, did you
He has
all
been in the.
have any hiccups, any situations, anything?
Well, I found manumissions on your ship yesterday. Like someone filled your ship with gunpowder. Like the portals of the cannons.
Could you show me this, please?
Sure.
He'll go
Does
with
it look surprised?
insight him.
It looks very surprised.
He looks a little concerned, but that's the only thing you can read. There is more emotion there, it's just you can't read it. You go with him over to the ship and you show him.
You say someone drilled holes and filled them with gunpowder. It would have gone boom as soon as you fired on one of your cannons. No good.
That is very dangerous.
Yeah. Oh,
And we're going to be testing cannons in 5 nights, so that's
oh.
good that you found it
Who
beforehand.
knows that?
Well, my crew.
Everyone?
The woodworkers.
The woodworkers.
Yes. We have a total of 10 of them.
I have to tell you, these kind of things cannot be done while the ship is built. Someone has to have done it while it was built in the ship.
What? Are you telling me one of my crew has been corrupted?
Yeah. Anyone acting weird?
No, everyone. I've handpicked and trained most of these people on my ship for years. I mean, our newest recruit has been working for me for 6 years before this contract would ever have even come up.
What about if someone switch places with your crew for a while?
What do you mean?
Like he disguised himself and slipped in.
You mean magically?
Usually either magically or disguising themselves non-magically. Kind of like people sleeping in, like, oh no, I forgot something or missed something, and then slipping in, slipping out like that.
Well, I mean, situations like that happen, of course. I mean, we are just humanoids after all, but I can't think of any one person that's been strange.
Well, did all of them, like, do you know where they came from? Because you said this was for, like, some other military thing, right? Maybe one of them worked for the military before or something.
There's a largely accepted don't ask, don't tell, but most of our crew has known each other long enough to talk about where they've come from. Since you came from a law office's recommendation, I don't want to reveal specifics, but there's only a few people from that continent where this would rage, and well, only one of them is of the proper distinction of the buyer of this ship.
But circling around towards this issue, you said it will be tested 5 nights, right?
Yes.
Now that you're aware, maybe starting from today, we could find someone to be more alert about it and hopefully leave this thing for at least a day or two just to make them feel secure about it.
But we have to patch this up. The ship needs to go out on time. It's very important.
Indeed, I mean, like giving it like a day or so, just lulling them to a false sense of security, and then maybe you can start picking out if someone is being a bit fidgety or if they got replaced by someone being disguised during this time. Because right now you're the first one here, so you can just oversee the whole shift since you're now aware of this issue to have more scrutiny about what's going on.
Yes, I'll be more alert and paying closer attention. Let me patch this up so it's unseen. You discovered this by accident, or were you looking for flaws like this?
I was looking.
Now, I'm of a legal obligation not to reveal the particular schematics to individuals. Very important for the military that has asked me to oversee this project. But I believe there can be a small amendment to that contract if we need to be sure that there's nothing else like that that would be standing out. I have to admit that I've never been someone good with tamperings, let's call them. So I don't know exactly what to look for. And it's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission, right?
Right.
So, I mean, she's well versed in, at least as far as I know, gunpowder. So, with a little accidental air quotes picking out the schematics, maybe you'll get more information on how sabotage is done instead.
Make my job easier.
I would
will
like
know what is wrong, at least.
I would like your word that you are not going to reveal these schematics to anybody. Just your eyes, and not shared with anybody else until everything on my end goes smoothly.
I'm in. You have my word?
Good. I'm going to leave my office unlocked tonight. Everything else will be under lock and key, of course, but the schematics will be left on the table. Feel free to look upon them tonight to be sure that there's anything else, and hopefully that'll aid you in your protection of the vessel. Thank you all very much for what you found so far, and he looks over towards the gate where the first of the employees are showing up now. An elvish man walks in and just waves over at him, and he waves back. He's the one who's the same race as the military that's asked me to build this.
So he will be with them.
Not necessarily. He's the same race from the same continent, but they usually don't. He is a member of my crew. Right, Hans?
Partnership by that crew.
Whatever you say, Cap. Right.
But yeah, you know all of your crew better than any of us, so we'll leave the personal investigation to you then.
If you all could show up an hour earlier tonight, and I don't know if you have means of seeing illusions or anything like that, just check as before people leave.
We can.
Please.
Simple detect magic. I detect good and evil.
Simple.
Well, by the blessings of my god, it could be done.
Ah. So you're saying your god gives it out freely and easily?
If you're part of the clergy.
Right. Very well. Thank you.
Hans, isn't that a Semnian name?
I call him Hans.
Oh.
Hansworthian is his name. Would you like to meet him?
Not really. I mean,
Very well.
I'll just go get my trap.
You hear from the side. Ah!
It works.
Be careful, it costs 5 gold, that thing.
Are you hurt?
Yeah. Please pick up your traps.
We're going to sleep, yeah?
Yeah.
We know it works now.
I got a bit of a cure wound on this, man.
All
Here we
right.
go. You're better now.
Boss.
Don't sue us.
It was the one on the inside of the ship. He was going over to start setting up for work, and he.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one outside. It's not so obvious that like every layman would be able to tell, but like if you're looking around the landscape, you'll see it.
Right.
It's, it's not a passable thing. It's a oh look at that. Like
Yeah. Well, I'll collect both of them then.
all right, sleep's time.
Okay, I'm bullshitting it now to hide our flaws.
And then night's time. You come back an hour early the next day. Who is going to be detect magicking? Okay, that's one of you.
I will stat. One moment, let me double check this thingy.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Since last time it was involving specters and whatnot, Anopol will detect magic. I'll use detect good and evil instead.
Ooh, roll that in chat.
Aye, aye. Evil and good. Sorry. Oh, alphabetical on this.
Alrighty. So, you all show up an hour early as everybody is getting ready and leaving. Ethel, were you going to detect magic by any chance, or are
Yep.
you? Okay, you as well.
Yeah, can I cast it ritually? So just before entering, maybe.
No problem. I would like each of you with detect magic or detect good and evil to roll a perception check as this is happening. Chilling by the doors as everybody's walking out. The captain will come over to make it look a little more inconspicuous. Crew, these people are dedicating themselves to helping protect our project and all of our careers and namesakes. Believe it'd be
I mean-
very nice of you to meet them all. Yeah?
I'm using session advantage.
Okay. So, everybody, please meet them. This is Grace. This is Han. This is Dalix. This is Wario. And then so on and so forth. And just naming every single individual as you each meet them. Hi, nice to meet you. Shaking your hands.
Hi.
Ethel.
And this is Dunder.
Oh, all of them pet Dunder. Every single one of them. One of them even feeds him a little bit.
There's a bomb.
Yep. That's how you know in my universe somebody's not an evil person. If they pet the dog and like the dog.
Too easy to fake.
You think.
You know, Hitler liked dogs.
To be fair, who doesn't like dogs?
It's not a discrimination.
Cat people.
Listen, cat people are the most
Right.
evil of people. Anyways.
Yeah.
So, Ethel, you shake everybody's hand, but you're a little distracted wondering what these schematics are. Why is this such a neatly kept secret? You're not really seeing very much as they're walking by.
That's fitting.
Yep.
Schematic.
Oh, Theo, you rolled. This is for the people with their spells to do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anupul, you see one individual within the crew. They were the... yes. A human man by the name of Ken. Kenneth is his long name. As he's walking over to you, you see illusory magic encompassing him as you shake his hand. And you can feel that his hand feels a little chubbier than what you're seeing.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for him to pass.
All right.
And then I'm gonna whisper to Theo that, because he seems like the sneakiest of us, that guy had illusion magic on him.
You did? I didn't see anything.
You don't have magical eyesight, Theo.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe you should try and follow him.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, I'll stalk after the illusory man.
All right. Roll me a stealth check. A car, thanks to your detect good and evil. As some of these people are on the ship.
I'll use session advantage on the stealth.
Sounds good. As you're looking over the people on the ship, you can sense a fiend amongst them. The captain.
I will
deep
make
stroke.
note. Yep. I will make a mental note of that.
God damn it! Why'd you
Sounds like a personal question.
do that spell? Damn it!
Got it.
But everyone else, you shake the last hand, and the captain remains behind a little bit, just making sure everybody's gone. Anything strange?
I'll tell everyone about Ken, and that I sent Theo to try and follow him.
Oh, Theo, you don't... Where'd he go?
Well, he's gone.
Damn. Very sneaky.
That's good.
Oh, that's terrifying. He can hide behind people, so he's, literally behind the guy hiding.
That's
Someone
impressive.
following me? Just...
He's moving.
God, halflings are the best. So. Oh. Well, good. I please, we should alert the authorities, right?
Probably not best to tip our hands until we know more.
No more. Right, so Theo's not going to attack the man, he's going to scout him.
Yes, that's what Theo does.
Theo, for some
Ah,
reason,
you
you
did-
stifle a sneeze.
Oh, man. Someone didn't go beast with me.
I've only been around Theo for 2 days, so I'm not 100% sure that he's a murder hobo yet.
Mm.
He said some concerning things, but I haven't actually seen him murder anybody
Listen,
yet.
And he has a home, technically.
Yeah.
So...
Got a bedroom.
Hell yeah, let's go.
That's all I found.
Okay. So,
The,
yeah, what were you saying?
don't worry. No, not yet. I'm gonna consult them first
Very good.
before we open the book of the book of our cups.
Theo, you follow this man inches away from him. Or further back if you desire. Which one?
Oh, I'll be right after him.
Like, right underneath him?
Yeah. More
As he leaves, you see that he goes to a tavern with some of the other crew. They all sit down at a bar, and you kind of like creepily hide underneath the bar as they're sitting there talking. You're literally this close to him looking, but they can't see you from underneath. How long do you plan on following him?
Well, I'll listen in on their conversations a bit at the bar. And then just for like an hour or so.
Okay. Typical dock worker speech. I need you to roll me a D4. You're looking for 1.
3.
Okay. They're having fun. They're drinking. Couple of ales. He buys around for a few of the individuals as well, but after an hour, this man has not acted suspicious whatsoever. Only taking one time to go out back behind the building to piss with 2 other guys as well. Other sailors.
All right.
You can follow through that process, but all in all, he seems to be hanging out and having a few drinks for that hour.
I'm gonna steal one of the drinks and drink it myself under their table.
Sleight of hand. Just hand reaches up. Yeah. I'll take another one. Wait. I just gave you one. No, you didn't. I literally just put it right there. Dude, come on. I come here every day. Maybe somebody swiped it. Hey, did anybody swipe this man's drink? Come on, guys. Oh, fuck you. You just bought us around. That's what I'm saying. I guess I'm mistaken. I could have sworn I poured you a drink, man. I'm sorry. That's good. You always treat us right. Get to sip your beer.
Well, then eventually I'll head back to the boat.
All right. So everybody else, the captain leaves after about 30 minutes or so, and do you wait for Theo to get back to tell him, or? A car.
I'm running
You're
for the
muted.
schematics.
Oh, so the moment he's gone.
It's out in the office.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, let's go to the office first.
So, you head over to the office, and you see the schematics are all neatly organized, different layers of the ship, the different materials needed for the ship. I mean, the organization here is not, impeccable, but it's pretty good. And it is exactly as he said. He left the office door unlocked. He asked you to lock it up after you're done reading, be done before everybody starts showing up. And everything else in here is like tightly locked up. There is a ring of keys, remember.
There is nothing magic popping up. Oh no, wait, it's more than 10.
Magical from the entry over to his. No, not within 30 feet. But when you look at the schematics, you see that this ship is unique. They're implementing a metal and wood-like system into the ship with a deeper bow so that it can float still. The metal is meant to cut down on the weight, so they're using a hybrid metal that's like iron, but infused with something else as well. They're calling it steel. And in doing so, the front of the ship is going to be designed for these alternative front bars that you can put on it. Some of them would be perfectly suited for cutting through ice. Some of them are suited to cut up a shallow shore so the ship would not get beached easily if you got too close to a location. And it looks like the ship's all-in-all design seems to be for multi-terrain. I mean, it is impressive. You are not proficient in water vehicles, are you?
No.
Okay. I need you to roll me a straight intelligence check as you're reading through. Or, sorry, investigation check as you're looking for anything that might be reasonable to fuck over the ship at. God damn, y'all are on a roll today. So, you see that there's a few locations on the ship that if you were trying to sabotage it, you would go for. Now, the one laid in during all of that process, that's one that you are very concerned about them being able to do, but you already pointed that out. Another section is the, what'd you call that? The front of the ship? Not the mast.
Bow.
The bow?
Yeah.
Oh, I kept
The
fucking
bow.
that up. Is
The
at
prow. There's
the
different
prow.
things.
Okay, so the front where they have the ram head, the underbelly segment of it actually has to have these grooves, notches, and designs so that you can put on different treads or different designs on the front so it can handle different terrains without being broken. Particularly metallic grooves and sheets that'll be able to cut the forward part of the hull of the ship or bound.
Aft is the behind.
Yeah, the forward most part, the prow. Okay, yeah, that's what I mean. The very
Prow.
front of it.
Okay.
Since those grooves need to be very specifically constructed, so that these attachments they put on can handle going into these different terrains. Now, what the interesting thing is this would be able to cut across very shallow portions of land as well if they did it properly. But these grooves are areas that if they are offset in a couple of dimensions, if somebody were to break or chip it across, when the ship goes to, crash into a small iceberg, it will break the attachment, break the front of the ship, and everybody on the ship is probably going to die. So that's one of the concerning locations that you think you can investigate the following night. This is your night's activity, by the way, Ethel. This is you
Okay.
reading the schematics, learning all about it, finding these flaws. And by the time you read through the base of it, Theo gets back. The gate's locked.
I'm gonna sneak inside.
All right, roll me a survival check. Let's see if you find a way.
Can I use the same way that I found earlier?
That was into the ship, not into the...
Oh, into the yeah.
Yeah.
Survival. 19.
So, you look up at that barbed fencing, and that looks like it would be very fucking painful and clear if you went over it. However, all of the barbs are like very itty bitty, and you just so happen to pick up a bunch of thick cloths and things like that the day before. If you throw your wool cloak over top of it, you could easily climb over that without being disturbed at all.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Climb. Vitter, from your vantage point, you see him climbing over and struggling to get the cloak back, but other than some rips on the cloak, untouched.
I just
And then I'll-
silently make note of that.
I'll
Because that's
go
kind
over
of
to
all
the.
I can do without giving myself away.
What were you
I'll
asking?
go over to the. I'm gonna go over to the boat and towards the aft there, and pee because I'll have to pee after drinking that ale, and then
But before everyone separates, I'll just tell them that out of everyone, the captain has signs of being a fiend, at least from my spell, at least. Instead of a human, like he says, there's traces of fiend on him.
So,
Fiendish, devilish, what have you.
I didn't notice any illusion around him. So how is he hiding his fiendish nature?
Who knows? Maybe it's one of those. He made a deal or something similar. I'm not sure. I'm not too well versed. But only thing I know about fiends is them and deals. So, unless I go ask someone more knowledgeable, I don't know much about it. But at least from this detect evil and good that I casted earlier, he was the only one that shows signs.
Okay. So it might not be who he seems, or he's just hiding it.
Maybe there's something deeper throughout all of this, but we already shot our information anyway, so I can't really make any guesses about what it is, honestly.
I mean, do you think he's something of concern to the? I mean, he's the one that hired us for the mission.
Mm-hmm.
Explains the contract.
True. Oh yeah, maybe that's why the contract is so fancy.
That's a good thought.
Well, if anything, we just how many total days do we have again? 4?
you have to do 5 nights. You've already done 1 night.
All right. Okay.
Did we just do our second night?
No, this is the beginning of the second night. You guys are in the process of it. Ethel has already allocated her time to learning everything she can about the ship.
Okay.
But yeah, if anything, I think it might be safer to just what do you call it? We stand 5 nights and just finish the job and just wipe our hands clean. Since seems like there's too many things tied up to this BS.
And let's not break this contract. If I have to lose my soul, it's not for this ship.
So what you're saying is there is a way.
There
Yeah.
is an amount.
There
And
is.
not 9.
There's not this ship.
Noted.
I'll be going over to the same place I hid the night before and setting up there again.
Yeah, I'm setting up underwater again.
Okay. So, maintaining the previous checks. These are for your encompassing activities during the respective nights. During the evening, nothing else particular occurs. First thing in the morning, however, Captain walks in. Hello, everyone. Trust the evening went by without a hitch.
Yeah.
Nothing to report. Theo, what'd you find on the guy?
Well, they went to like the tavern. I just followed them there, and they were just like talking about sailor stuff. It was kind of boring, so I left after a while. Did you want me to do something?
Well, I was kind of hoping that you'd be able to like figure out where he went and if he changed afterwards when he wasn't in public, but I guess it wasn't super clear about that.
Oh.
I mean, we could call him out and see what it is, but
Oh yeah, Joey, can I make note of how the alcohol and Theo smells when he came back the night?
Ah, yes. Good call. So, the alcohol on Theo smells like deceit. No. You can sense that the alcohol he was drinking seemed pretty standard, but there's a different foreign smell on Theo's cloak. When you smell it, it's more... It's not like directly marshy, but something that spent a large amount of time in a marsh. Something that's just, it's ingrained into him.
What are you sniffing me for?
No, I mean smell of alcohol, yeah, but
Just had one ale.
something. It also smells something like a marsh. You didn't go into any swamps, right?
No.
Yeah, but there's a smell of like a swamp sticking on you from somewhere.
Wow.
Is there
What
any
was the
marsh
name of the
nearby?
What was the name of the tavern they went to?
Chesapeake's.
They went to Chesapeake's Tavern. I didn't go out to any marshes, at least.
What was your question, Ethel?
If there is any marsh nearby.
To the north, the forest up there. I mean, you remember the forest, but there is a little bit of a marshy terrain once you get into that and then further to the west. But yeah, that's just, it's a smell you haven't particularly smelled in this town before. A car.
Yeah, it stood out because it's the first smell like that I realized in this town. At least I don't see anyone else smelling like that.
Oh. I can show you to the tavern if you want to have a sniff around.
Maybe a bit. We could either that since the shifts or the morning shift is already gonna start.
You know, then you'd be like actually sticking your nose into someone's business.
But
Funny coming from the guy who literally had his nose in someone's business. Oh, it makes sense why you're a murder hobo now. Everyone's constantly crop dusting you.
exactly. But yeah, at least there's some hints on what's up. Maybe you can find a trail after this, and see if the person you follow also has the same scent.
So, any more ideas before
I'll go over to
yeah.
go over to Dunder and just breathe on him and just, hey, smell, track.
Animal handling.
Oh, God.
He tracks down you.
Yeah.
13.
Oh, it's getting better. He seems confused about your command, but he sniffs and he does start tracking you, but yeah. Woof. Pounces on you, knocks you down.
I don't need a wash right now.
He's getting it. He's getting it. He's just not there yet. Alrighty. So evening is concluded. Morrow comes. He comes over. Everything good for the evening? Anything happened? Good.
Not much so far. At least it looks normal.
Did you find any fatal flaws that persist on the ship, or?
I just studied
Just thought...
the blueprint first.
Oh, yes. No problem. Well, hopefully, tonight there's nothing yielded. I was told last night that you walked away and tracked after my boy Ken. Did you discover anything?
Well, I discovered a tavern.
Well, he just went to, how do you say this? Chesapeake?
Chesapeake's, yes. Most of our crew goes there
Yes.
during the
Mhm.
evening. Yep. Ken's actually the one who recommended that place for everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Although,
I just followed them there, and wasn't anything happening.
and does any of your crew go out of town?
Not really. I mean, sometimes we get no work for a few months, and most of the time people head home, but that's only if they can get home within a few months of sea travel. Most of the time we're just here in the city. I mean, there's not really much else outside of our city on this coastline, unless you're looking for wild beasts or monstrosities to kill you.
That's true.
Why?
We need to find a bit more clues towards this, honestly, because the person is hiding really well.
Well, do you need to know where people live or something? What
No,
can
it's
I
not
do
really
to
more
help you?
people. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's mostly because this part we had to double check, honestly, because like when he came back, there's a scent from not from this town,
What is it?
marshy.
Oh, shoot. Little more information.
Yes.
The enemies of the military who commissioned us are from the Glint Shore.
What does that mean?
Anybody from Tal'Dorei?
Yeah.
History check if you're from Tal'Dorei.
I actually am.
You are. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You lived in the capital. You heard some shit.
Ooh.
9. No, you had
9.
16.
4.
Vitter,
20.
the Glint Shore is on the west coast of Tal'Dorei. It's closest to Tal'Dorei, but it's in the open ocean between it and that other fucking continent.
Wildmount?
Nope. West Shore. Marquette.
Isilra?
Marquette.
Oh.
But
Hey,
it is
Marquette.
very close to Tal'Dorei.
Just
It's
down.
just it's in that general area. Let me bring you guys over to the map to show you a little bit more. It's a series of islands that all seem a little less hospitable. Or sorry, it's closer to Marquette, between Marquette and Tal'Dorei. Glint Shore is over here. Keep in mind, all of you are like right here. It is a
Can't
location.
see where you pointed.
You can't see.
Yeah, if you
I didn't see
pinging me-
where did you point it, but
So
No,
this
me
is the
neither.
we're
Glint Shore.
here.
You all are here. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
the Glint Shore is a location, Vitter, that is very inhospitable. There's a lot of aggressive people that live out there, people who choose to live outside of the main continents, pirates, murderers, things like that. It's also rumored to have a lot of magical influences from monsters that go out there to do stuff like that. Generally, dangerous place. Ethel, 24, you would know that the Glint Shore has had a lot of influences. Oh, this is perfect that you're the one who got that. Has had a lot of influences through the Fey Wilds. Not to say that they are Fey in nature, but as such, it turns out that a portion of the Fey that really despise Singorn, really use the Glint Shore as a way to, well, terrorize Singorn from having access to the ocean or further away resources. So you now know who the enemy and who the benefactor are. And Singorn is its own state inside of Tal'Dorei. It is technically on the continent, but it is considered its own military. And there's you both would know that there's a multitude of marshes on the Glint Shore as well. Just the islands are wide enough that they end up like that.
And obviously,
Huh?
for them, it's easier to come here than, well, for everyone else, I guess.
Yeah.
From Glenshore, it's not that far.
Well, can you tell me where Ken lives, and I can go have a snoop around.
Sure. Just to reiterate, I would rather capture than dead if it's an option, but dead is still on the table. And he goes over without definitive proof. No death.
Yes, capture first.
Good.
Okay.
Good. Yeah. Sorry.
I was just gonna snoop around his house while he's at work.
I wasn't questioning you. I'm questioning the big fellas. They seem powerful.
All right, yeah.
Right.
All right, yeah, indeed, yes.
Yeah, totally. Them. So
yeah, Akara is the worst of us.
he goes over to the file and pulls it out and hands it over to you. That should have his address right there. It's
I don't know how to read.
He's at 123 District Street, First Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah, Ether can point you the right direction.
Insert name of generic house.
Generic house, 1 to 3.
Yeah, I haven't
Road.
developed this city enough to know every single street name and number of houses on it.
District Street sounds generic enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
First Avenue, Second Avenue, Third Avenue. There's no fourth.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Yeah. But yes, for all things considered, like most of our purview is guarding the ship. So this whole conspiracy and the things with your enemies, I'll leave that to your side.
And as part of guarding the ship, if there's somebody who's a potential threat to it, if you uncover them,
Yes.
you can do what is necessary. And, of course, the additional compensation is still there
Mhm.
for doing this. Just please bring me
Yes.
definitive proof.
Yes, we're just worried about how do you say it? Accidentally digging in too deep. But yeah, preferably if we could find a witness or like a culprit to like give you information, that would be the best way.
That would be, yes. I agree. Thank you all very, very much for your assistance thus far. Well, you all look a little tired and famished. Why don't you stop by Chesapeake's as well? They have a breakfast menu. And since all of you are working so hard, I really appreciate it. He reaches into his coin purse and pulls out 3 gold. This should buy you all breakfast with a fair tip or drinks. I'd prefer you tip them, but whatever.
Of course. Thank you.
Of course. Enjoy breakfast on me.
Much appreciated.
Well, you should keep an eye on that guy during the watch.
I will. Absolutely. Thank you. By the way, my barbing up there is squashed. Why?
I was just looking for potential ways to get in, and I found one.
How'd you get over the barbing?
I want 10 gold for telling you.
2.
8.
2.
5.
3.
5.
We're stopping at 3.
4.
How about 3 and I don't pat your head again?
Alright. Well, it doesn't matter. Helps my disguise, you know.
He'll hand you 3 gold with a smile.
So I took my fur cloak, I threw it over, and then I just climbed over and pulled the cloak down after me.
A fur coat. Fur coating would never. You have wool, thick wool at that, very thick.
Yeah.
Oh, wool is very absorbent of that and strong enough to. Oh. I may need a new design for the barbed wiring. Thank you very much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
And perhaps I'll set some traps. Oh, sorry. I have ideas. Thank you.
I could tell you some other spots I could sneak into the ship if you'd pay me like 3 gold.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I need the ship to function as is and to ship off as is. Once it's on the oceans, it's no longer my problem. I would prefer to have a reputation of a strong vessel, but
Right.
Goodbye.
Fair enough.
Good night.
Yeah,
Enjoy
see ya.
your breakfast. Make sure you get the hash browns.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, guys, should we go to let's go have breakfast at Chesapeake, and then we can go and sneak it into Ken's house.
Yes.
You just, what should we do if he has some kind of Barbie at home?
Barbie?
Thank you.
Sorry.
Wife, I mean.
Oh.
We killed Barbie.
No.
How early before shift is it for them?
He shows up an hour before.
Okay.
And he leaves about a half hour to an hour after.
Okay.
Yeah. So by the time, if you are going to Chesapeake's, that'd be 30 minutes. I mean, unless you wanted to do something. What do you got?
No, I wanted it to be earlier than that before I went there, but that's fine.
Gotcha. Okay. So, Chesapeake's?
Chesapeake's, I guess it is.
All right. You go in there, and they have something called the Hungry Man Special, which is enough to feed any large person very, very well.
Look, that's me.
Since I'm a halfling, I'll have to have 2 of those then.
Yeah, I can't, but
Yeah, Vitter? Yeah, Vitter? I didn't hear what...
Saying said if feed any large person, that'd be me and the car.
Hey, there's a turtle here, too.
Alright, fair enough.
So, when you guys all get there, this establishment is a decent enough tavern. I mean, definitely not a place you would expect high rollers or anybody who's a captain to stay at. But they do have their own bedrooms and stuff as well. They have rooms that you can rent out by the day, by the hour, by the week, whichever you prefer. As you get in here, Akar, you do get that distinct fragrance on your nose, that marshy smell.
Oh yeah, this is quite a swampy place. I speak in a low voice towards the others. At least you know where the smell from Theo comes from.
Yeah.
Think they use swamp water in some of these drinks?
The waiter, Ty, comes over. No, we don't use swamp water. We use distilled water. We have a stream.
Where's the stream from?
Stream flows from up north.
From the swamp.
No, that's to the west.
Oh.
It's all fresh. Go ahead, Vitter.
It is me, remember, he wouldn't have been saying that out loud.
Unless Theo's translating. Remember, he said he'll just do that for you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll have the whatchamacallit, the big breakfast.
Oh, yeah. And the gold he gave you will cover the 5 of you to eat here very well. And that'll leave you with, like, 4 silver. You can either tip it or keep it. Or we'll say 5 silver to make it easier.
Yeah, as a person of honor, I tip.
Thank you.
Definitely tap.
Yeah, yes, I'll tip. 1 silver.
What brings you all here?
A little night shift and now for some breakfast before getting good rest.
Oh, are you new dock workers? Sailors?
Nah, we're basically mercenaries.
Ah,
We just had a little patrol part of the guard.
nice. What are you
Apparently,
patrolling?
mostly about the streets. Recently, apparently there was a commotion about the whole someone died from something supernatural or whatever. Although I'm not sure if that's a rumor or not. So they wanted us to like help them with security, just to not scare people.
Oh, wait. Did somebody die last night? Roll a deception check.
Isami, the cleric of bullshitting. Let's go.
Hey! Good bullshit, cleric.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow. Someone died last night? Where? Who?
A lot of old people die during nighttime, you know.
That's fucked
But
up.
yeah, honestly, not sure because the guard didn't want to really give too much information, security reasons. He just wanted us to patrol for suspicious activities, so to speak. Apparently, having too many people with official uniforms scares the bejesus out of everyone.
That is most irregular. I mean, that doesn't really happen around these parts very often, you know? Usually it's...
Yeah, usually boots coming in and out.
True, but there's not a lot of I mean, did you hear about that warehouse that burnt down a few blocks away?
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
No idea whatever happened to it, honestly.
There was some dead body that couldn't be identified that was there as well.
Yeesh.
Sounds like people
Yeah,
are
I
dying
guess
left
that's-
and right nowadays. Sheesh.
I know, right?
Thought this was a good
What
neighborhood.
warehouse?
Yeah, there's a warehouse.
Things are getting pretty crazy nowadays.
Go
It's
back
no
4
wonder they are
sessions.
trying.
Right.
Wonder why I'm trying to make up a story.
Hey, it works.
Hey, it works. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess that's why they've been hiring more extra help wherever they can.
Right. And there was also this other guy who died a couple days ago, like some cultist guy.
Cultist guy.
Yeah.
Things. You know what? I'm buying you guys another round because I need to hear about this.
Yes.
All right.
On the house for this one.
Thank you.
Theo, do you pull out the glass from last night? Or did you put that back?
I'll just sleight of hand it to just be somewhere on another table somewhere. That must have been left from last night.
I'm so sorry for the mess. I usually make sure everything is spick and span. 1 second, getting a call.
I should have been a trickery.
Sorry,
Oh.
back.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are going to have to tell
Wake
me
up.
a few stories. And he buys you a round of drinks. I need a
Yeah.
performance check from whoever's going to tell him stories.
Oh my god. I mean, Theo started it.
Yeah, I'll tell a story of how that
Oh.
cultist guy, he slapped a child and then everyone beat him up and then he died.
Okay.
You guys...
I'm gonna try and embellish it a bit.
All right, so you're being helped. 17. Ethel, you're at Chesapeake's. The waiters come out, asked you a few questions. Luckily, the cleric lied very well about what you guys are doing down here, and now he just wants stories about what's been going on. You know, creepy shit, weird shit, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, a car did smell the swampy smell coming inside. But yeah. Wow. That is remarkable. This city's really going downhill, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, and I also heard there's this like really powerful evil wizard who moved into the like Coral Home district.
I always said never trust the wizard.
Right. Yeah.
Alright.
Hopefully
always
some
good.
hero will step up and take care of him.
That'd be good. Hopefully. Go ahead, Vitter. What were you saying?
Good thing I'm a sorcerer and not a wizard.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, guys, feel free to come by in the morning so long as you're working the graveyard shift, all right? Happy to have you.
Alright. Thank you.
All
You're
right.
welcome.
Graveyard shit. That sounds cool.
That's what we've called it.
Mm-hmm.
Seems fitting. All right, are we going over to Ken's house then?
I guess.
Okay.
Oh man. Yeah.
As you all travel out towards Ken's house, you pick up the smell of the air, a car, and it's not so much of a house as an apartment on top of a bread shop. Just a local baker who makes a shit load of bread. And as you get up there, you smell the familiar scent of yeast and the familiar scent of sugars and salts and the bread itself, and it's all very intoxicating. But then you can smell very distinctly the stench of that marshy smell. Again, not like someone who's been in a marsh, but someone who's been imbued with it, and it reeks from up there. Akari, roll me a perception check.
I forgot on you. Is it a straight roll?
No, this is scent.
Okay. Perception.
And if you've never looked at what Loxodons can do because of their fucking smell, oh my god, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Sad. 12.
12.
This would be at the point where he'd gone to work now, right?
Yes.
Right, yeah.
The only thing I can tell you, Akar, is you smell that there is somebody with that scent on them up there.
Apparently his house area reeks of that swampy smell, like it's infused in it. And I think there's someone in there. Probably. So we should try and be sneaky about it, I guess.
I'll go around the house to see if I can find a window or something to sneak in.
All right. Well,
If anything happens, call out and we'll just bust in, I guess.
yeah. So you all send Theo up there, atop the bakery, where the shop resides, to do this by himself. And we are going to call... Yeah? Go ahead.
I'm going to go with him, only I'm going to turn into a spider.
Yes.
Not polymorph. But yeah, true.
Somehow I have 4th level spells, unlike the rest of you.
He's a barbarian. They're just
Wow.
better.
It's called wild magic.
So, you all watch as the turtle turns into a spider and crawls up and sits there. Theo.
Just going to ride on Theo's shoulder and just prod him to move.
Is this when I reveal that I have arachnophobia and just
1 hit point.
And then he's get a giant turtle appear on your shoulder and smash you to the ground.
But yes, as the two of you sneak up there by your lonesomes, I am going to call the session here because we are at the limits of what I could prepare during our break.
All right.
Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye, people.
Bye.